Hello guys, welcome back to the channel Divine Truth Tarot. I'm Sarah. I'll be your intuitive guide and your reader today. If you're new to the channel, please do have a look around. Please take a peek at the other videos that I have posted on the channel. Please join our tribe. I have videos for you now every single day. I'm really working on producing more videos for the channel. And as such, I've taken a break from personal readings until January. So those of you who have inquired, thank you so much first and foremost for inquiring about a personal reading with me. I greatly appreciate that. And just know that if you have reached out to me via email and I haven't responded, it's because I am not accepting personal readings at this time. I will begin sometime next month, again with those personal readings. And you will hear from me at that point. Excuse me. I'll make sure that I announce that on my videos as well as on the community tab so that you guys know when that does open up. But whoever has emailed me it'll be first come, first serve basis. So whoever has emailed me up to this point, and there's quite a few, I'll be honest, quite a few emails, those people will have, they'll have preference. Okay, so let us get going. I have a special reading today. I only have 2 decks, as you can see, which is pretty light for me. I have the Secret Language of Animals deck, so we'll tap into the animal spirit energies that are surrounding the Divine Feminine today. This is a Divine Feminine reading in particular. And I also have the Medicine Wheel spread from the Hero's Journey deck. So we're going to do a Medicine Wheel spread. It's for those of you who are Indigenous tribe, Native American, you will likely be very familiar with Medicine Wheel spread. And it really it speaks to the energies of the 4 directions. And it also speaks to wisdom from above, wisdom from below, and in the heart of the medicine wheel. So it's 7 cards. We're going to look into those energies and we're going to see. I really just wanted to provide deep healing and guidance to whatever situation you are currently experiencing. So before we get to that deck, I'm going to set that aside. We're going to pull some cards here from the animal deck. So go ahead, guys, and start to, in your mind, just think of what situation you would like answers to, and those will be your incoming answers. So a little bit of a special reading here. I was really excited just to do something a little different, play around with a little creativity and freedom, really balancing out that sacral chakra. Okay, I'm actually going to put these cards back in because I haven't yet set an intention. Archangel Michael, please come in this reading. Please be with us. Please create a sphere of loving protection and light around this reading, around the room, myself, everyone watching, of course, our divine counterparts as well. And we ask that you, just protect the reading. And then I ask to be a pure vessel of unconditional love, of divine truth, divine clarity, compassion, joy, abundance, success, all creativity, all of those beautiful things. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Man, the messages definitely want to come out here. So let's go ahead and ask Spirit, for the Divine Feminine, please. This is a Divine Feminine power message. What animals are currently with the Divine Feminine? What animals are currently walking with the Divine Feminine on this leg of her journey? The Divine Feminine power animals. Thank you. So let's start with these. Shark. Perception, focus, fear, action. Okay. So, obviously the shark is an animal that is both revered, respected, and feared. And a shark is also hunted, unfortunately. People think it's okay to hunt animals and to use them, for sport, or their fins are used, or they eat them, whatever it is that people do with animals. I don't know. I don't like it at all. And I feel as though the feminine, perhaps, the message I'm receiving is she's going from being hunted to being the hunter. So let me know if that resonates with any of you. That may be a particular message for someone in particular. But things are coming into focus. Things are coming, her perception is becoming more keen. And this fear is starting to, the illusion that led to the fear, blocked throat chakra there, is starting to dissipate. And this is going to dissipate. What is going to assist and really healing the fear is going to be taking action. So the divine feminine will be taking inspired action. And that is actually what's going to bring everything into focus for her. So understand, feminines, that wherever you felt like you were maybe being hunted, and the way I'm perceiving this is, if you felt like perhaps you were, let's say you felt like you were not trying to think of how to put this into words, where the universe may have done you wrong, where you may have felt, you may have been in this despair energy the past few weeks, really since the 12/12 portal, where you may have felt like, looking back on past timelines, particularly 2017 is coming up. And then I also heard that 2021 is going to be somewhat of an energetic repeat of 2012. So, but in a higher vibrational timeline. So that's something to be thinking of as well, that we may be actually going back to those timelines from 2012, which seems like lifetimes ago. So some themes might be re-emerging or emerging from those timelines. So just things to think about, food for thought. But this is really coming up as energy where you may have felt like you were wronged. You may have felt like you were deceived or abandoned even by the universe. Like, the universe abandoned me. The universe doesn't want me to be happy. Everyone else gets to be happy but me. There's definitely this energy of like a child, an inner child stomping their feet saying, why can't I have everything I want? And feeling like you've had to watch everyone around you get everything that they want, including, things in the 3D, like people getting married, people finding their happily ever after, quote unquote, people having children, people getting their dream job. And all the while, the feminine may have felt like things were falling apart for her over and over again, and then meeting the love of your life and having that sort of fall apart. So I definitely feel like the feminine is becoming more focused on herself at this time, and really, really, truly understanding and embodying the spiritual truth that she is not separate from her counterpart. And I think that's the only thing that's really going to bring the divine feminine peace at this time, is to understand that you are never separate, that they are you. So the best thing, the only thing that you can do, is not to try to control external circumstances or people, but is to work on yourself. So taking action, inspired action on yourself. And I talked about that a little bit in the video earlier today, and I've been talking about that really for a couple weeks now. So what is it that inspires you, feminine? It's that sacral chakra energy that's really begging to be balanced at this time. What is it that wants to be birthed? We have koala, calm, perspective, imagination, and ease. So this to me speaks of the energy of just obviously calmness, gaining perspective, we have perception and perspective, okay? So being able to see things more clearly is also what I'm seeing. No muddied waters, seeing things more clearly, feeling more in control, feminine, especially of your emotions, of your thoughts, of your ideas, of your decisions, okay? And being more calm, feeling more calm about the future, feeling more, I'm hearing like satiated or satisfied within yourself, and really using your imagination to really boost your self-esteem and your confidence, and to help you realize that you can have a very fulfilling, beautiful life. And, it has to be realized that this can be had with or without another person in your life, because otherwise you're sort of just in this energy of waiting on something to happen, waiting on someone, waiting on something to happen before you're going to be totally fulfilled and happy. But as you can see with koala energy, shark is the hunter, koala energy sits back. This is like very different energy. So I feel like there could be two groups of feminines that I'm picking up on, or this could kind of be Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde energy in a sense. This could just be you balancing your masculine and feminine energies. This is an animal who's very much at ease, very much considered lazy, although they're not lazy like a sloth. They're not lazy. They just have maybe a slower metabolism, and they don't move as quickly. They don't need to move as quickly. There's no need for that. So this is also talking about coming out of that energy of fight or flight, that adrenaline response, the stress response, because I see shark as being very much constantly in this the state of being very perceptive and sort of this fight or flight response, a stress response. Whereas koala invites in more ease and more grace and says, there's no reason for me to be in that fight or flight response. I can actually just sit back and relax. And I don't need to be in that place where I'm just always on the lookout for someone or something to attack me. So shark also presents a test for the divine feminine. And shark is testing your commitment to the path that you're on. How focused can you be? Okay, how focused can you be on this path? Have you deviated from the path? And if so, why? If so, how? And how are you planning on getting back on track? This is also speaking in particular to those feminines who may have said to themselves, I'm getting off this journey. I don't want to be on this journey. I'm done. And the universe is going to just literally fast track you right back to your journey track, because there are no shortcuts on this journey. And it also isn't the possibility. You can't just get off the journey. I've seen so many people say, I'm done. I'm getting off the journey. You can't. And even if we've all wished we could be there at one point or another, multiple times, it's impossible. It's you trying to escape yourself. So every time you do that, think to yourself, how am I trying to escape myself here? And what can I do to heal this aspect of myself that doesn't want to be seen, that doesn't want to be acknowledged, and that just wants to hide? Okay, those are shadow parts, guys, and they come up to be healed. And if we do not acknowledge them, we bury them, they will find another way, a more painful way each time to come back up. They will be regurgitated, I promise you. So this is not a message of fear, but more so a message of facing your fears, okay? And that's exactly what I was just talking about, facing those deepest fears. And really, when you say I'm walking away and I don't want to be on this journey, that's because there's a fear that it's not going to work out, that it's never going to happen, that your masculine is gone forever, and that it'll never work out. That's where that fear is coming from. That's why you want off the journey. So that's the truth of the situation. Understand also that there is an energy here of heightened sensitivity. As I said, sharks are very perceptive. So heightened sensitivity to your environment right now, feminines. And also make sure that you're taking time to be alone. Make sure that you are really tuning into those 5 senses, 6 senses, 7 senses, right? And just allowing yourself time to feel your feelings and also to feel your fear. We want to feel the fear. We don't want it to overwhelm us. So some really powerful messages there coming through from our animal spirits, our animal friends in the animal kingdom. Thank you so much, animals. Thank you, koala. Thank you, shark. That's the first time that we've had shark come up. So that's interesting, although we have had koala come up. So let's go ahead and go over to the Hero's Journey Oracle. And now we're going to look into the energies of the medicine wheel for the divine feminine. So a very special message, very special reading, something different, something unique. Harnessing my creative powers, my sacral chakra. All right, what is it that the divine feminine needs to know? Okay, so we got the first 4. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and set this back here so that we have space. Let's do this. I'm going to actually set this over here. Okay, so we need 5 more cards. I'm sorry, 3 more cards. I don't know where I got 5 from. Let's see. So this will be our 6th card. And then the last card's going to go right in the middle, and this is the heart of the medicine wheel. Oh, beautiful. What a beautiful message. So remember, I asked you while we were talking about the animal cards, I said, Divine Feminine, go ahead and pick out a situation, something that may be troubling you, something that you want clarity on. And I said, that's what we're going to discuss here. So obviously that'll be different for each and every one of you. But I want to make very clear here that there are going to be different, you can feel into this any way that you wish, any way that you feel most inspired, that gives you the most clarity, okay? So think of this as sort of like a platform on which to heal. So let's start with the first card. The first card we have represents the east, the direction east. So this represents new beginnings. This represents the element of air, okay? So this is about what you are opening yourself up to and what you are ushering in or inviting into your environment. You're inviting in recognition, divine feminine. Behold, you are the inspiration you've been looking for. This is about you honoring everything about yourself. This is about the divine feminine, guys, honoring how far you've come, okay? Where you've been, where you're going, how far you've come. It's like stopping to really acknowledge the journey is what I'm hearing. And that you deserve this, okay? You deserve this. Look at how much you've given to others. Look at how much you've been an inspiration to others in your life. So this is about, there are times in our life where we're moving towards something, right? We're moving towards something diligently. And there are times in our life where we're sort of just moving away from something or moving into something new. Many of us now are in this period where we feel like we are just resting. We are gathering our energy and our strength. We are resting because it's like we're preparing for what's ahead. We know that 2020 is going to be very different and we're preparing for that. And this is when you can receive your reward. Okay? So, if you have been focusing on this journey, this mission, and not expecting anything in return, perhaps this is going to feel a little challenging for you, okay? Some of you, and others of you, your ego is going to be very stroked. Your ego is going to be delighted. So and this is not good or bad. There's no judgment. This is just, where am I at on this journey? And can I accept recognition? And am I looking for recognition? Do I need recognition? Or is it just sort of an added bonus? Is it just the icing on the cake? So remember, feminine, that you're an inspiration to others, as I said. Find your reason. What is your reason? Find your why. And then the hows and the whens will all work themselves out. That's divine. That's like divine intervention. That's divine alignment. Divine timing doesn't really exist. Time is an illusion. Divine alignment. You align, the stars align for you, and then everything that you need or want is literally just unveiled. Literally just, there it is. It's right in front of you. So where is it that you have maybe not been acknowledging yourself, or where is it that you haven't been allowing others to acknowledge you? Remember that you are an inspiration to many, many, many souls, okay? Both beyond and here on this earthly plane. So let's look at the second card. The second card is going to be South, which is the fire energy. So fire, fire, fire. Now, this is like the wands element, okay, in the tarot deck. It's passion, it's intensity. It can also speak of spirituality. And it's what you are releasing. So interesting that we have the reward basically in cards 1 and 2. Celebrate your magnificence. I feel like, feminine, you're releasing any places or areas, like we just talked about, where you may be sort of like belittling yourself, or you may make fun of yourself and you call it a joke, or you may just simply not be acknowledging how magnificent you are, where you're dimming your light, where you're not letting yourself shine, where you're not taking up space, okay? Now, there's a lot of passion and intensity to be had in showing up for yourself and standing up and acknowledging that you are the reward. Okay, the reward is you. You are the reward. Embrace, embody the reward. This is about not looking for it outside of ourselves, but once again, realizing I have it within myself. Now, there are 4 major Arcana cards in this deck, and this happens to be one of them. Yeah, so this is the only one. And interesting that this is showing up for the divine feminine, because I feel like this is also certainty. This is saying, look, feminine, I know that you've put in so much work. Spirit is acknowledging this. And I want you to know that we're acknowledging it from behind the scenes, that you absolutely are entitled to feel incredible. You absolutely are entitled to feel joy, okay? To feel delightment. Is that a word? Delightment. And just remember that everything is your treasure. The places where you stumble, the places where you fall, and how you get back up again, okay? When we go deep down into that place, into our shadows, and we work all of that out, that's where the juice is, guys. That's where the beauty lies. That's where we recover our treasures. So you're here, and your life is to be celebrated, Divine Feminine, absolutely celebrated. And there are people who are here in this lifetime because they decided to incarnate with you, because they knew that you would be here. That's how incredible you are, and that's how much of a hero you are to others, an inspiration. So if you find it challenging to receive your award, remember it's important that you do accept it, okay? Because the more you take in this reward, the more you're going to be able to give to others. It's kind of like with abundance, with money, right? It's like the more we spend, the more money is going to come in. It's like, it's the law of equanimity. It's the law of giving. It's the law of receiving. It has to happen that way. So ironically enough, when someone says I'm struggling with money, I say spend more. What? Spend more, because money is energy. Give more of your time. Allow yourself to be acknowledged. Allow yourself to appreciate this reward. Whether it's buying yourself something nice, taking yourself somewhere. We had a take a trip today in the earlier reading, so perhaps taking a trip or a vacation somewhere, signing up for a course. So whatever that is, do that thing for yourself and accept the public recognition as well. And then remember that you're going to have more to spread to others, more to give to others. So let's go to card 3. We now have the West. So this is completion. I'm sorry, that's North. That's North, sorry. This is the element of water, the watery element, our emotions flow. This is about those deep, deep feelings, those deep, deep sensations, as well as it represents a maturing of the process and maturing of us during the process of learning, of reaping our rewards. So what is it that you're learning, Divine Feminine? Your charge is to enlarge. I feel like you're learning how to be important, is what I just heard. The feminine is learning how to be important. This is absolutely a test right now, and a testament to your ability to see yourself for who and what you truly are, feminine. This is also, there's a little bit of a depth. There's a lot of depth, actually, which is interesting that this is the West energy. There's also an energy here of the deep waters, okay? The belly of the whale, the deep, deep waters. When you're in the belly of the whale, it's like the dark night of the soul. So how can you find joy in this introspective period, in this dark night of the soul? So own your power and tap into the energy of whale. Whale energy is singing your own song. It's that high frequency energy. They're high vibrational beings, okay? Very emotionally intelligent, very socially intelligent as well. So how can you connect with that whale energy? Remember that whale delivers love, okay? Whale delivers wisdom. How can you connect with that on a deeper level? So remember that when you're in this dark night of the soul, even if you're having those many dark nights of the soul right now, feminine, or you're feeling like you're like, I'm exhausted, I can't do this anymore. This is too much. I'm overwhelmed. Why is it that I feel hopeless again? That I feel like nothing's going to come of this? Why do I feel like this? Why do I feel like my masculine's gone forever? Why do I feel like I can never just be happy? Can never find abundance? Why? So whale is here to remind you that in these most challenging circumstances that you might find yourself in, the only thing you have to do is just enlarge. Make yourself bigger. Don't make yourself smaller. Make yourself bigger. Okay? Remember that whale is also inviting you to really step into the energy of your heart. Okay? Open your heart more. Don't close it off. When you want to close up, there's times in life where we want to close off our heart. Open your heart more and see what gifts you can discover, what hidden gems are hidden in this dark night of the soul, because there are many. Where it's darkest, there is always a dawn. So remember that you're on the precipice of something really fantastic, really beautiful, and really great. Illuminate the dark. Let it be a process, feminine. Don't try to rush it. We have the north element. This is earth, and this is completion. It's the end of a cycle. It's like the world card. And when you have a completion energy, this is what you can teach to others. This is when you become the teacher. Ally in disguise. Discover the hard to find blessing, right? So wherever it is that you feel stuck, or wherever it is, feminine, that you feel like you're in the dark, wherever it is that you feel like, I just can't think of how I'm going to overcome this problem or find a solution, or you just feel like this is sort of like the dark night of the soul energy. You know, it's like, where's the blessing in this? This hurts like hell. My life is falling apart. I feel like that's what the masculine would say if they could. My life is falling apart. Everything is falling apart. I don't know who I am anymore. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. How is this a blessing in disguise? Okay. Find the blessing in disguise. Find your ally in the darkness. And that ally is going to be you. It's going to be your highest self. It's going to be you remembering that you can accept the reward for the hard work that you've done, for the dark nights that you've overcome. There's some really powerful energies here. So number 5, we're going to look at number 5, and this is me time. And this is wisdom from above, from your spiritual elders, okay, from your ancestors, from your guides, from the archangels. It's telling you a very simple message, telling you to take more time to yourself, enjoy your own company, really work on your solar plexus energy, your seat of personal power. That's the yellow energy coming from her dress. Just relish in your time alone. Relish in being by yourself, relish in being alone, relish in your own power. And she's got her hand here on the ball. She's electrified. She doesn't need anybody else. She's sensual, she's sexy, she's beautiful, she's smart, she's powerful. She doesn't need anyone or anything. And you can see that. It's very, it's very perceptive energy. She just needs to charge her batteries and spend time alone. That's all. So let's look at the 6th card, second to last card, wisdom from below. So you can think of this card as grandfather sky. So this would be father energy or grandfather energy coming through rather strongly. Okay, elders, spiritual elders. And this is really, the all-seeing. This is the bigger perspective. This is exactly what the feminine needs to do, is not focus on the masculine. Absolutely take the focus off of the masculine right now. It's actually not, it's hurting you. It's not helping you. And then this is grandmother earth, right? Father sky, mother earth, mother Gaia. So of course this is healing. This is like that Cancerian energy that we were talking about with the full moon in Cancer yesterday. This is nurturing, healing, and it's guidance. This is what you're here to see. You're here to see that this is exactly what you need. And here, you're here to embody. You're here to embody. X marks the spot. See the love in disguise. You're here to embody all parts of you. And we talk about the X here. We're talking about people who you've left behind or people who have left you behind. Breakups, okay? Romantic connections, or just really anyone that you've had an intimate relationship with, whether it's a partner or a friend, even a colleague, a family member that you've maybe had to say goodbye to because whatever karma has come up in this lifetime to be resolved. And see the love. See where you thought that there was just pain, and see the love. This is like seeing the lessons in the completion of the cycle, that this person did show up in your life and that they did volunteer to be the bad guy, or you volunteered to be the bad guy in this lifetime. But notice how it brings them into their power. It brings you into their power, into your power, brings you both back into your highest timeline. So you can see how everything had to happen exactly the way that it did, and that light is shining on these connections. So a lot of you may be traveling down memory lane right now, lover's lane, remembering old relationships, and you have grandmother earth. You have that motherly energy comforting you and nurturing you through this grandmother energy, and really allowing you to just be in your feelings, embody those feelings. Don't push them aside. Don't wish this didn't happen. Allow this to be a beautiful lesson, not one that you wish never happened, okay? Because it did happen, and it did shape you, and it did teach you, and it did grow you, but allow it rather to be a beautiful part of your life. And allow yourself, guys, to really enjoy the time that you might spend with these exes in dream state. I know a lot of us have been having dreams about exes. Some of you may actually have 3D interactions with them. So appreciate that beautiful time that you're having with these people, because you know, some of these are higher level soulmates, and you both agreed to your role. You both agreed to come in and play it out exactly like it happened. So try not to be mad, try not to be upset, and just let it be a learning lesson. Let it be a beautiful lesson. Lastly, this is the heart of the medicine wheel that I was talking about. So this is really the heart within all of this. So what have you chosen, feminine, to take with you? And what a beautiful card. One with the sun. You've chosen to be the light. You've chosen to see the light through the darkness, right? You didn't let the darkness take you down. You didn't. You said, you know what? I'm going to find this ally in disguise. I'm going to allow myself to reap the reward. I am going to heal my past, okay? I'm going to heal the karma I came here to heal. I'm going to make sure that I allow myself to be recognized for all of my hard efforts, all of my, everything that it's like everything you are, everything that you've been, it's down to this moment. It's down to you celebrating your magnificence. So remember, feminine, that you don't need to seek anybody or anything outside of yourself. That's such an important lesson for the feminines, because feminine energy tends to, you know, we came here to heal codependency, and feminine energy tends to rely on, you know, we've learned, right, masculine energy. Look at all the movies, look at Disney, the prince saves the princess. Well, in this situation, the princess saves herself and the prince saves himself. So if you're looking for sunshine, if you're looking for warmth outside of yourself, feminine, find it within yourself. Illuminate. This is your inner glow, okay? You heal that by working on yourself, by embracing your time alone, by enjoying your time alone. You are the light of the entire universe. You are your own miniature sun, okay? Imagine this. So you can do this exercise with your solar plexus, where you imagine you have your own personal sun. You inhale, you inflate that personal sun, let it grow, let it get bigger. You exhale, let it get a little smaller. And each time it gets brighter, more illuminating, and you feel more powerful. So you have divinity within you, divine feminine. You are moving towards the light on this hero's journey. Okay, even though you're swimming in the ordinary world and moving through the ordinary world in this ordinary meat suit, okay, these bones and these organs in this body, you are a divine essence. Every part of you is divine. You are holy. You are divine love, your divine intelligence, divine beauty, divine joy, divine abundance, divine faith. You are all of it. You are the darkness and you are the light. So divine feminine, that has been your special reading for today. I do hope you thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you so much to everyone who tuned in, whether you caught the live, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, or you're tuning in after. Well, there must be a lot of energy in this reading. I love you guys very, very much, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take great care.